In today's class, we are going to study congruence of triangles. Now, first of all, what do you mean by congruence? And then only we'll move to congruence of triangle. So here, congruence means what? When two figures have the same shape and same size, then we call them congruent. Right? How can you find that these two shapes or have same shape or same size? For that, we use the method called superposition. It means what we do in that we place one object on the another, and if it exactly overlap, we can say that yes, those two or more shapes are congruent, right? So now here you can see these three trapeziums. Right, if we place one on another, we will get exactly the same shape and same size. So yes, these are congruent. Here, if you see these two circles, yes, these two circles are congruent. These two rectangles are congruent. And these two people even are congruent. Because if we keep one shape on another, it is exactly overlapping. It means we are using the method of superposition. So basically what did you learn? We learn that when two shapes have same shape and same size are congruent. Now congruent of some plane figures. Let's see. When can we say that two lines are congruent? Obviously if their lengths are equal because lines have only one measure, that is its length, right? So here AB is congruent to CD. So this is the symbol of congruence, and this is the way of writing that yes, line segment AB is congruent to CD. Similarly, if we take angle, so angle also have only measure, right? So if measures of two angles are equal, then we can say that yes, these two angles are congruent. Now you may ask that ma'am, here question is like here angle is horizontal and here angle is like vertically or downwards. So how can these two be congruent? Now see, if we talk about congruent shape, it can be flipped, rotated or mirrored, but and will still be congruent, right? It's not like that if it is like this, that next figure should be in the same position. The position can be changed, right? But the measure of both the angles should be same. Now, let's take two squares. In a square, if we say that length of their sides are equal, then two squares are congruent. In rectangle, if their length as well as their breadth, if both the rectangle have same length, same breadth, then we say them yes, these two rectangles are congruent. And in case of circle, what do we have? Radius. Yes, absolutely correct. So, in two circles, if they have same radius, we call them congruent circles. Now, congruent triangles. Now, two or more triangles are congruent if they have the same shape and same size. Now, this is the symbol of congruency, and how we read it is congruent to. So now here these two triangles ABC and DEF, these two triangles are congruent because their size is also same and they have the same shape, which is triangle, right? Or you can use the method of superposition. If we place one triangle on another, we will get the same shape, same or exactly overlapped, right? So we can write that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So here what we read it? We read it as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now here you can see these two triangle, yes, they are exactly same in shape and size. So these two are congruent. These two are also congruent, right? Okay, now let's see here. This is bigger, this is smaller one. Let's find that these two are congruent or not. Oh, I already said this is smaller, this is bigger. It means these two triangles are not in same size. It means if two triangles are not in same size, they are not congruent because for congruency we need same shape and same size. Right? So here these two triangles are not congruent. Similarly, this is bigger one, this is smaller one. So these two triangles are not congruent. Yes. Now, how we check that two triangles are congruent or not? Every time we will not cut the paper and we will superimpose, or will keep one triangle on another one. Then, what are the different criteria? So there are different criterias which we use to prove that yes, these triangles are congruent. So the criteria are SSS, SAS, ASA, and RHS. Yes. Now, before moving there, on those criterias, let's see some word bank. Okay, or these are the key words which we will be using. So you should be aware of these words. Now, if I say corresponding parts means pair of sides or angles of two triangles that are on the same position. Like here, if we are taking this side and here we are taking this side, it means these two sides are called corresponding sides, or these two angles are called corresponding angle. Now, included side means the side between two angles. Similarly, included angle means the angle between two sides of a triangle. So now, as we have already seen that congruency criteria, we have four congruency criteria. One is SSS, one is SAS, ASA, and RHS. So full form of SSS is what? Side, side, side. Okay, here side, angle, side, angle, and right angle, hypotenuse, side. So now let's move further and see one by one. Now SSS congruence. SSS congruence means all the three sides are same because it is side, side, side. So if the three sides of the first triangle is same or equal to the other three sides or three sides of the another triangle, then we call them, yes, these two triangles are congruent. Like here you can see these short lines or hatches, this one we have marked, right? So here single hatch, here also single hatch. It means these two are the congruent side. Here also, here two. It means this one is the second side which are congruent, and here these one are the third side which are congruent. So here for this triangle GHI, all the three sides are same or congruent to triangle JKL. Right? So we can say that triangle GHI is congruent to triangle JKL. How? By SSS congruence. It means all the three sides are equal. Now okay, now next example. In an isosceles triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. S is the midpoint of QR. Midpoint means QS is equals to SR. You can see I have done double H here. Okay. So now you have to prove the triangle PQS congruent to triangle PRS. Okay, now let's see. So how can we prove this? Now, first of all, as it is isosceles triangle, PQ is equals to PR. PQ is equals to PR. Now, QS is equals to RS or SR anything. Why? Because S is the midpoint. Now, PS. Yes, PS is common side in this triangle also and in this triangle also. So now we got that yes, all the three sides are equal. It means what we can write? We can write triangle PQS will be congruent to triangle PRS. Okay, how? By SSS congruence. Now let's take another congruence. Next is SAS. SAS says if two sides and the included angle. Try to recall included angle. Included angle means angle between two sides. Okay. So if two sides and included angle of the first triangle are congruent to two side and the included angle of the second triangle, then these two triangles are called congruent. Okay. So here you can see single heads. This one, it means MN is equals to PQ. NO is equals to QR and this angle N is equals to angle Q. So here two sides and angle between them or included angle are equal. So that is why these two triangles are congruent. So triangle MNO is congruent to triangle PQR by SAS congruence, side congruence. Now next example. Are the triangle congruent? You have to tell these two triangles are congruent. If so, state the test of congruency and name the other congruent elements. Okay. So now here you can say single H, here also single H. It means what we can say? We can say AB is equals to DE or ED, right? Second thing, here double H, here double H. So what we can say, AC is equals to DF. And now this is also marked. It means angle A is equal to angle D. Means what? Included angle. So if two sides and included angle are equal, then we can say that those two triangles are congruent. So here what we can say? We can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. How? By SAS congruency. Side, angle, side. By side, angle, side. SAS congruency. Right? Now name the other congruent element. You know that in triangles we have total 6 elements. Right? So if three are equal, remaining three will also be equal. Okay, so how? So here, let's take the third side. So here we can write if these two triangles are congruent, then the third one side, that is BC, it will be equals to EF. And remaining two angle, that is angle B, is equals to angle E, and angle C will be equals to angle F. So these three are the remaining element, and three elements are equal. We have already taken as SAS congruency. Now let's take another congruency. Next is ASA. So now I hope from the name only you are able to identify that yes, which two triangles are congruent. Yes. So here SAS, it means angle side angle. So two angles and included side. So two angles and included side. So if two angles and included side of the first triangle are congruent or are equal to two angles and included side of the second triangle, then we can say yes, these two triangles are congruent. So here what we can write? We can write triangle STU is congruent to triangle VWX. Okay, now example. Apply the ASA test of congruency and prove that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. Okay, let's take. Now, here it is given that angle A equals to 50 and angle B equals to 50. So, we are considering triangle AOD and triangle BOC. So, these two different triangles we are considering. Then here triangle A which is 50 and here triangle B which is also 50. So, these two angles are equal. Angle A equals to angle B which is 50 degree. Now, what else? You can see one H here, one H here. It means side AD will be equals to side BC. Why? Because it is given. One more thing, now this angle is given to you 60, but this angle is not given to you. But I hope you have studied lines and angles, so you can easily tell that yes, these two angles are equal. Reason? Vertically opposite angle. Right. So here we can say triangle AOD will be equals to, angle AOD will be equals to angle BOC. Reason? Vertically opposite angle. So both the angles have the same measure, 60 degree. Right. Now, yes, we have seen these two. But can we prove that yes, we got two sides and we got two angles and one side? Where can we say that yes, these two triangles are congruent? No. Why? Because angle side angle, it means it is included side. Now we have taken this angle and this angle. So included side is AO. But AO is not equal to BO. So how can we write? We cannot write. So for that what we will do? We'll take the third angle. Now obviously when two angles are equal, third angle will be equal, yes or no? So by angle sum property you can find the third angle will be 70 degree. In both, it means angle D will be equals to angle C. So now here we can say that two angles and their included side. Two angles and their included sides are equal. So triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC by ASA congruence. Right? Now RHS congruence. RHS is what? Right angle hypotenuse side. So if length of one side and the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle are equal to length of the corresponding side and length of the hypotenuse of another right angle triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So here you can see both are right angle, it means this angle is equal. Now here single H, it means these two hypotenuse are also equal. Hypotenuse is the longest side which is opposite to right angle. And now here we can see two H's, it means these two sides are also equal. So what we can write? We can write that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. Now let's take this example in triangle ABC. Given that AB is equals to AC, prove that angle ABC, it means this one angle will be equals to angle ACB, these two angles. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that this angle is equals to this one angle, right? Now how we can find? Now here you can see this angle symbol, it shows perpendicular, right? Means 90 degrees. So if it is 90 degree, it means here triangle ABE and triangle AEC are right angle triangle. So in right angle triangle, this angle is equal. So angle AEB is equals to angle AEC. AEB equals to AEC. Why? 90 degree. Second, AB and AC. These two are also equal. Why? Because you can see single H. Right? So these two are also equal. It means hypotenuse is also equal. Now next, it is given that AE is here also and AE is here also. It means AE is the common side, means which has equal in both. So now you got hypotenuse equal in both the triangles. One side is also equal in both the triangles and angle. One angle has 90 degree. So what we can say? We can say the triangle AEB is congruent to triangle AEC. How? By RHS congruence. But we have to prove that this angle and this angle is also equal. So yes, by corresponding angles of congruent triangles, as we know that if three elements are equal and then two triangles are congruent, then we can say that yes, remaining three elements will also be equal. So here, if we take this one angle, angle B, the last one, it should be equals to angle C. So here we can say triangle angle ABC will be equals to angle ACB, right? Why? By CPCT, that is corresponding angle of congruent triangles, right? So I hope you understood all these four criterias of congruency of two triangles. Okay, if you have any doubt, kindly go through it once again. So that's all in this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.